The science experiment I'm going to be sharing with you today is called the baking soda vinegar balloon experiment. Today we're going to be learning about chemical reactions, the three states of matter, and the difference between an acid and a base, and what happens when we combine them together. So to review, do you remember what the three states of matter are? Right, they're solid, liquid, and gases. Do you think vinegar is an acid or a base? Right, vinegar is an acid. What about baking soda? Is that an acid or a base? Baking soda is a base. So what do you think is going to happen if we mix them together? Have you ever done it before at home? Have you ever seen anybody do it before on a YouTube video or at a science fair? It's a pretty common experiment and a lot of people do it. It's really fun. So we're going to find out what happens today if you've never seen it happen before. So mixing vinegar and baking soda is completely safe. They completely neutralize each other and there's nothing that we need to worry about in terms of danger here. What we're going to need for this experiment is the baking soda, some distilled white vinegar, a plain empty bottle with an opening, and a balloon. This is my balloon. It would be helpful to have a funnel for this experiment because we're going to be putting baking soda inside of this balloon. I do not have one, so I'm using the lid of my daughter's water bottle, and I'm just going to put the baking soda into the balloon this way. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to pour some of this vinegar right here into this bottle. And it doesn't have to be a precise amount. I would say that is a good amount to start with here. Next, I'm going to open up my baking soda. And I have this little spoon in here that I am just going to dish some baking soda inside of my balloon. And I'm just making sure that all the baking soda is going down there into the bottom of my balloon. You don't need to have an exact amount, just a little bit, and you don't have to fill the balloon completely up. So now that I'm done with that, I am going to carefully remove my balloon from the bottle lid. And now here I have my vinegar and my baking soda inside the balloon. So what I'm going to do is very carefully put the balloon on top of the bottle. Do you have any guesses what's going to happen when the baking soda falls inside the vinegar? Do you have any guesses? Let's find out. So you gotta make sure to get this right on there, and it's gotta be nice and tight, otherwise it's not gonna work. Okay, here we go. I am putting the baking soda. Whoa! So what's happening right now is the vinegar and the baking soda are reacting together inside of the bottle right now. So the vinegar is an acid, the baking soda is a base, and the baking soda is actually technically called sodium bicarbonate, and vinegar is a diluted solution that contains acetic acid. The baking soda and the vinegar reaction are actually two separate reactions. The first thing that happened here was the vinegar and baking soda first mixed together. The hydrogen atoms that are inside of the vinegar reacted with the sodium and bicarbonate ions that were inside of the balloon baking soda. So the result is actually two new chemicals. We made carbonic acid and sodium acetate. The second reaction that just happened is actually the decomposition reaction. The carbonic acid that we formed because of that first reaction immediately began to decompose into water and the carbon dioxide gas. So what happened was the carbon dioxide gas rose to the top of the bottle and filled this balloon with carbon dioxide gas. And this down here is water. And that is how we got the balloon to fill up. What did you think of this experiment? Was this what you thought was going to happen to the balloon? Did you think that the balloon was going to fill up with water or air? Are you surprised it got this big? Do you think there are any ways that we could have made the balloon bigger? How do you think we could have done that? I think there's a lot of different experiments that you can do with baking soda and vinegar. They're both really cheap, common household items. They're really easy to find and they make a really cool reaction. Thank you for watching my experiment and I hope you learned something new today. Bye-bye.